Welcome back to episode 4 of the Brentford Career Mode. Today we are playing Manchester United in the FA Cup final. So if we take a look at how we got there, we beat Swindon 2-1 in round 3, Southampton away 2-0 in round 4, Burn away in round 5 4-2. We then beat Arsenal 4-2 on penalties in the quarter final, before winning at Wembley 3-1 against West Ham United. All these games have been simmed, so I am pretty surprised that we've managed to come this far, beating the likes of West Ham and Arsenal. More exciting news, Reece Oxford has joined on a pre-contract. He will be joining us in the summer transfer window. The former West Ham United and Augsburg centre-back joins us on a 5-year deal from Rayo Vallecano for £13.5 million. Quick look at the youth academy as we approach the final stage of the season. Aidan Ewing was promoted and a loan deal has been struck with Lugo for him to go on a 1-year loan next season. Brandon Jenkins is the best of the bunch with a potential of 84 to 94. The 5'6" English striker is currently 57 overall. In other news, we've struck a deal with Leicester City for the sale of Thomas Strakosha for £18 million. Leicester City obviously on the lookout for a goalkeeper since the departure of Kasper Schmeichel last summer. But enough messing around, we're going to jump straight into the FA Cup final. I have changed kits, so we are wearing our away kit just because I hate the green kit that Manchester United have currently. The team looks like this: Ivan Toney and Brian Mbeumo up front, Vitaly Arnault, Christian Norgard and Mikael Damsgaard in midfield. Aaron Hickey and Rico Henry are the fullbacks, with Ben Mee, Christopher Agier and Mohamed Amari at centre-back and David Raya in nets.
At long last, the wait is over. A warm welcome to Wembley. This is Derek Ray, joined in the commentary box by Stuart Robson, and we're approaching kick-off time in what promises to be a spectacular FA Cup final. It's Brentford taking on Manchester United. And now they get the ball rolling.
On the biggest stage of domestic football in England, it's Brentford versus Manchester United. It's the FA Cup final. Rico Henry, Vitaly Arnault, Ivan Toney, Brian Mbeumo's in the middle. It's just about cut out from Rafa Varane. Mikael Damsgaard's there. Aaron Hickey on the overlap. There's a bit of room now. Brian Mbeumo's in. Brian Mbeumo, what a save from David De Gea. I think it ricocheted back off Mbeumo and goes out for a goal kick, but that's good, promising football from Brentford. That's a mistake from David De Gea. Brian Mbeumo collects. Vitaly Arnault with the strike. It's a goal. 1-0 in the final. Vitaly Arnault for Brentford with a thunderbolt into the top corner past David De Gea.
Space for himself. And then what a strike.
It's just outside the box. It's not right in the corner. Maybe the keeper doesn't cover himself quite in glory there. But it is a very powerful strike from the German. I said a couple of episodes he was chipping in with a few goals through the season. Halfway through the season he was on 6. He's found his biggest of the season so far. He scored at Wembley. And Brentford are 1-0 up. Toney out to Hickey. That's a great ball. Back post. Who's that? Rico Henry. I don't know what's happened there. Brian Mbeumo's got it still. Can he do anything? Lautaro Martinez blocks. Ronaldo playing between themselves. Norgard dispossessed. Ronaldo's through. He takes a shot. David Raya saves. Back to Fred. Rashford. Raya with another save. It's just about cleared out. I think if anything we've had the better opportunity with Brian Mbeumo early on the David De Gea save, as we see Sancho brought on for Rashford in the 48th minute. Ben Mee has it. Oh, that's a poor clearance in the end. Anthony has it now. And it's sliced wide. United with a bit more assertiveness in this game now.
Effective looking pass.
As we struggle to keep hold of the ball. Jadon Sancho's down the left hand side for the Red Devils. Cuts it in. Bruno Fernandes is there to equalise. That's a great first time finish from the Portuguese man. Aaron Hickey doesn't do enough, and Amari can't block the cross. It goes in between his legs. The first time volley on his left foot, on his weaker foot from Bruno Fernandes, beats David Raya, and the Red Devils find themselves equal.
And played short.
Well dispossessed there, but Sancho brings it to Ronaldo. Ronaldo's there with an opportunity. David Raya comes out to close the space down, but Ronaldo scores. Rico Henry, number 3, who just seems to walk away to try and cover the line, perhaps instead. And it's not an over kick. He's turned on the volley and hits it into the side netting. And just like in the last episode when Chelsea came from 1 behind to lead 2-1, it's the same story. 2 quick-fire goals in the second half. Man United are winning at Wembley in the FA Cup final. Bryan Mbeumo now. Aaron Hickey. Damsgaard. It's Bryan Mbeumo. He's got a bit of room. Finesse shot to the far post. He beats David De Gea. What a wonderful goal from the Frenchman. We're on level terms again. Come on, Brentford. He's played in by, I think it was Aaron Hickey, or it might have been Mikel Damsgaard. A little ball roll past Victor Lindelof, Casemiro, getting all the players muddled up. And on his left foot, a finesse shot into the far top corner, beats David De Gea. 2-all. David De Gea is playing around with the ball. It's cleared, only as far as Damsgaard. Ivan Toney, Bryan Mbeumo, Aaron Hickey's on the overlap. It's boxed in for Vitaly Yarnell, gets his head to it, but it's just wide. A bit of pressure from the Bees. Now it's time for a couple of substitutes. Rico Henry and Christian Norgard coming off with Sergi Canos and Frank Onyeka replacing them. Mikel Damsgaard. It's a good tackle from Lindelof. Suddenly United have a bit of free room. Ronaldo's played in from Bruno Fernandes. Oh, it's a brilliant save from David Raya. Sergi Canos, is now on the pitch. He makes an overlapping run. Finds Vitaly Yarnell, Ivan Toney, Frank Onyeka. Frank Onyeka with the strike, it's 3-2. 84th minute, and the substitute who came on for Christian Norgard about 10 minutes ago is fed by Ivan Toney. He shoots and finds a way past David De Gea and puts Brentford into the lead in the FA Cup final with less than 10 minutes remaining. He has time to take 2 or 3 touches and Lindelof just doesn't close him down quick enough. Frank Onyeka makes it 3-2. Brentford on course to win the FA Cup final. An over the top through ball for Martinez. And it's a challenge from Christopher Aguirre. Is that the end of the match? Is that the final complete? That is full time. 3-2 to Brentford in their first season as manager. We win the FA Cup. Look at the scenes. Vitaly Yarnell, Bryan Mbeumo and Frank Onyeka on the score sheet. After being 2-1 down with half an hour remaining, Brentford come back and win the cup. Ben Mee, in what could be his last season as a Brentford, first and last season, lifts the FA Cup. Brentford Football Club FA Cup winners 2023. Has to be one of the finer FA Cup finals in recent memory. What a performance. What a game. And what a result. Absolute ecstasy out here. We've reached the end of the season now. It's time to have a look at how the boys have done in the first year. In terms of where we finished, 13th position on 46 points. Everton, Fulham and Bournemouth got relegated. In the end we were 13 points above the Toffees. Liverpool won the league on 83 points, quite a low total for Liverpool and Manchester City to gather. Quick look at the stats. Ivan Toney topped the goal scoring charts with 26 goals. Bryan Mbeumo and Vitaly Yarnell also with honourable mentions, getting double figures, especially Vitaly Yarnell reaching that double figure mark in the final of the FA Cup. Assists wise, Ivan Toney and Bryan Mbeumo both occupying the top spots. Obviously shows how important the two strikers are in our formation. A couple of notable performances. David Raya played well all season, an 80 overall now. Aaron Hickey's gone up 3 to a 78 rated, a really good season from the Scottish right back. Mikel Damsgaard has gone up 4 to an 80 overall. The 22-year-old Dane has had an outstanding first season at the G-Tech Stadium. It took a while for us to incorporate him in the squad, but once he took on the starting role over Jensen, he proved to be a mainstay in that midfield. And Ivan Toney up 2 to 80, Bryan Mbeumo up 2 to 77. There's a couple of players leaving us at the end of their contracts. Zanka, Alex Gilbert and Aaron Presley will all depart. As we look at our objectives for the season just gone, our manager popularity rating is excellent at a 90 rated. We achieved the goal of a mid-table finish in 13th position. In terms of the financial priority, which was the highest, we've highlighted it a couple of times. We haven't quite reduced the player wages by £64,000 a week. However, we do have a deal in place to sell Thomas Strakosha. But either way, in-game, it's not seen as a goal that we've achieved. Anyway, that does bring the season and the episode to an end. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, and I will see you for season number 2 shortly.